Hi, I'm Daniel. I wanted to make this video on drawing from your holster. I'll start this off the same way I've started my others. I'm not a licensed trainer, certified trainer. I'm not a sponsored professional competitive shooter. I'm new to competitive shooting, specifically for me, IDPA. I've been shooting for a while, but new to this style of shooting. So I'm learning a lot, still learning. I just wanted to share what I'm learning as I'm learning. So I want this to be more of a give and take, like I've said in the past. Let me know what you think, what I can improve. So first things first, make sure we're safe. No ammo on us, no mag in the gun, no round in the chamber. So for me, I've been playing with two different techniques when it comes to drawing. Well, I'm going to go over both. For me, actually, I haven't decided which I feel like is more comfortable or better for me. So I'm still working on that. But first things first, where you want your holster. For me, I like everything to be kind of part of my natural movement. So I feel like a lot of the techniques I will end up leaning towards will be more of a fluid, kind of natural body movement, I guess, technique. But as far as placement of the holster, I like to have it where my hand kind of naturally goes. I want to raise my arms up wherever my hand would naturally fall to. You could kind of test it like this, just dropping your hands, seeing where your hands land. That's where I like to have my holster. Now IDPA, obviously, you've got to have it on your hip or behind your hip. You can't have it up front. Then the first way I've been playing with is, I think, great, especially for defensive shooting. And that is when I grip and draw, I'm pulling straight up. And as soon as I clear, the front of my barrel clears that edge, and I've got a little cutout in my holster so you can get the barrel up a little quicker. But when I pull straight up, and as soon as I clear it, I want to get that barrel up as quick as I can, for me. And it's, really good for defensive shooting if you had to shoot from back here. So bringing it up, barrel up immediately, and then I bring it up. I like to bring it up to chest level where you would normally punch your gun out. So I'm doing this motion, flipping it up, and then just punching it out. And as far as this hand, I've seen some trainers, that like to. I like to bring both my hands up at the same time, so they're, coming together quicker. But I've seen some trainers, when they get up to here, they're actually bringing this hand over to the gun and pushing it out. That's fine. For me, I like to kind of let my support hand follow a little bit more naturally from here. So just to kind of show you what I mean, that probably sounds a little confusing. When I bring it up, I'm actually leaving my hand over here, and then when I'm going to punch it out, I'm just sticking my hand out there and letting it follow, kind of like that. So we're flicking it up, bringing it up, punching it out. And too, for if you have 1911 or something with a safety on it, that's a good point when you get it right here to go ahead and flip that safety. That way you can take your shot when you get out there. And for me too, when I do get to this point and start pushing, I'm actually starting to prep the trigger about here. That way when it's out there, I'm taking my shot. Now that's one way I like. Another way is something I've learned recently that I think I will probably end up using more. It's a little bit quicker, which is going to be good for competition shooting, I think. And that is to kind of cut out when you're doing this motion. You're bringing your gun up and then punching it out. Instead of doing this, doing more of a motion kind of straight out. So it's cutting out this, around your elbow thing and just going straight for it. That seems to be quicker, and I'll explain another reason why I like that in a moment, but just to show you. So I'm still flicking my barrel up as soon as I clear the holster. But instead of doing this, I'm doing this. Bringing it straight to the target. Now, one reason why I like that, something I've noticed, and for me, when I bring it up and punch it out, that force can cause my front barrel to move a little bit, and I have to take a split second to get my sight picture line back up. Whereas when I cut out this and just go straight to the target, my sight picture lines up as soon as it gets there. So I feel like I may be able to get shots off with practice a little quicker by drawing it that way versus punching it out. But I like both ways. To kind of recap, you're flicking it up, bringing it up, punching it out. Flicking it up, bringing it up, punching it out. Or you're flicking it up and bringing it straight to the target. I like both ways. I feel like I'm going to end up going more here because it just feels more natural. I mean, not that this feels unnatural. It's just, I feel like I'm just raising my arms. So that feels more natural than this. So I feel like I will probably end up doing it that way. But I'm going to keep practicing and, seeing what works best for me. Let me know what you think. Probably do the next video on presentation for when we get out there, when you get your arms out there. All right, thanks.